Tina, listen, I can't talk to you, not right now.
If you go after Dee Dee, then our engagement is off.
Tina, this has nothing to do with you and me, so please, just let me go.
Well, that's all I become to you, isn't it? Just someone to get rid of.
You know better than that.
All I know is that you sent me on this cruise, and I come back, and I find you here with Dee Dee.
Yeah, but it's just like I told you. She just showed up tonight. Everybody in that living room must have heard me tell her that I had no interest in getting back together again. It should be obvious to you that I can't even stand to be in the same room with the woman. You have nothing to be jealous of.
Oh, yeah, then why did you tell her that you have to get her out of here?
Because I don't want to argue in front of this whole damn party. I knew that she was going to start something. I told her if she's going to cause a scene, don't do it right here. She freaked.
Well, if you didn't want her to cause a scene, why didn't you just tell her that we are engaged? You're engaged to me now.
Because I didn't want her to go crazy. Darling, I don't want to announce our engagement that way.
That's the problem. You don't want to announce our engagement at all. No, you were just stringing me along and just having a good time.
Those nights that we spent together were more to me than just a good time. Tina, listen, they changed my life. They made me realize how much I loved you, how much I want to marry you.
Well, if you care about me and about us, then you forget about Dee Dee. Now.
Henry, why isn't Beau following Dee Dee?
It seems his lady friend is in a royal snit.
He must realize that getting Dee Dee back to the motel and then safely return to the bomb shelter is more important than his courtship of Tina. His involvement with her is a big mistake. It could cost us dearly.
Garth assures me that Dee Dee's primary concern is the safety of her husband and Delilah. She won't do anything foolish.
She is wandering around outside alone. We have no idea what she'll do. We must do something to distract that tramp Tina so Beau can leave.
Daddy, I am so humiliated by the scene that horrible woman caused.
It was a little embarrassing, but it's over now, my dear.
I keep telling Joanna that no major harm has been done. Everyone's having a good time.
Yes, it's a smashing party. Why don't you and Robert dance? Enjoy yourselves.
I haven't danced with you for a while. You don't mind, sweetheart, do you?
No, go ahead.
Elizabeth, can you get a message to Kate for me?
Yes, I suppose.
Lord, you haven't been able to keep your eyes off Beau and Tina all night.
Oh, believe me, I'm more worried about Beau than I am Tina. Listen, have you seen Vicky and Clint around? I'd like to ask them something.
Over here.
Excuse me, have you seen Beau and Tina? You know what's going on?
Beats me, but whatever they're discussing seems pretty serious.
Well, I thought that Beau was going after Dee Dee. I better go see if she's all right.
Tina, please, would you just be reasonable about this? If I didn't love you more than anything in the whole world, I never would have asked you to marry me. My feelings for you have not changed.
Beau?
Well,
Look, I think I'll go after Dee Dee, and I'll take her home to Land.
No, Vicky, please, let me talk to her. I'll calm her down, all right? You have a good time. I don't want Dee Dee to ruin the party for everybody else.
Why don't you let Vicky go talk to her? At least let her try.
Because I'm the one that she's mad at, and I'm the one that's responsible, okay? Thanks anyway, Vicky.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why didn't you let Vicky go talk to Dee Dee?
Because Dee Dee not only left me for another man. When she left, she took the key to my safe deposit box. Now, I've got to get that thing back. Once I do, I will never see her. I will never speak to her again.
Your lawyer can get that key for you. Oh, I mean it. If you go after Dee Dee, then you're never going to see me or speak to me again. Look, I'm serious. You leave here, and we're through.
I can't believe that you would doubt my love for you.
I've got all sorts of doubts all of a sudden here.
Tina, listen, just give me 1 hour, all right? Just to get things straight with Dee Dee so she never bothers us again. And then we can get together and we can talk about us, talk about our feelings and our wedding plans.
Why can't we talk now?
You know, I always thought that our relationship was based on trust, at least in the beginning, but maybe I was wrong. You know, maybe Cord hurt you so much that you're not able to trust anyone anymore. And if that's the case, I think it might be a good idea that we just call it off right now.
Well, you got 1 hour. Now 1 minute more.
Brother, what a night.
Did you talk with Dee Dee?
No. Bo insisted that he was going to take care of her.
What were he and Tina having a little discussion about?
Honey, I don't know. I didn't ask. She's probably telling him about the cruise. I don't know.
Yeah, that little pout on her face tells me she had other things on her mind. Oh, you still don't believe that there's something going on between them?
In Tina's imagination.
Well, fantasy and reality are pretty much the same thing
honey,
to her.
Please, come on. Let's just hope that Bo and Dee Dee can effect some sort of a reconciliation.
From the reaction he had with her tonight, I'd say we got a better chance of our spending Christmas on the moon.
I do not understand what could have happened to them in Europe that could have changed them so much.
You were right to have Garth follow Dee Dee.
I knew this plan of Bo's was dangerous.
It was a calculated risk designed to stop Clinton Cord pursuing the mystery of Dee Dee's disappearance.
It was impulsive, carelessly planned.
Elizabeth, the probability of Rafe leaving the party so early and of Dee Dee bolting right after him, well, it's so remote nobody could possibly have foretold it.
Henry, if Dee Dee should catch up with Rafe and expose us, I can foretell our futures, particularly Bo's. I shall kill him with my bare hands.
Well, Renee, I'm surprised to see you. I thought you would be having a great time at Rob and Joanna's gala wedding reception along with the rest of Landview Society.
Honey, if it makes you feel any better, nobody was having a good time at the ball.
Oh, how awful for the happy couple. I'm sorry. Just ignore me, okay? Can I get you something?
No, thanks. Rob cornered me at the party. He practically begged me to convince you to drop the investigation on Ace's drugging.
I told him when he followed me to Atlantic City that no way was I going to give up this investigation. Now, I told you the same thing, Renee. End of discussion.
Cassie, follow my lips. I hired you. I'm firing you. End of case. Darling, I could never forgive myself if something happened to you. It's just that simple.
All right, okay. You don't want to pay me my fee anymore? I understand that. I'll investigate this at my own expense. Excuse
Cassie.
me? No? Dad!
Halo
Hi.
Burgers from Heavenly Hearth, soon to be called Angel Burgers.
What are you doing here? I thought you would be having caviar and drinking champagne along with the rest of Landview Society swells. Or isn't being district attorney swell enough for his lord and ladyship?
Well, actually, I suspect Lord Henry added my name to the list. Heavyweight businessman and all that, you know, probably felt obliged to court public officials. Besides, I can't imagine Rob having the audacity to invite me after what he did to you. Hello, Renee.
Hello. Hello, Herb. You know, I think I understand your feelings about Rob, but I have a feeling that maybe that's his way of saying that he wants to have close ties with the family.
Ah, well, if that's his message to me, my message to him is fat chance. Speaking of fat, why don't we dig in? You too, Renee. There's enough food here for an army.
Terrific.
Bought double in case we felt like pigging out.
Dad, I appreciate your concern, but, you know, you don't have to babysit me. I'm fine. I really am.
Hey, I like spending time with my daughter. Any problem with that?
No.
What? Oh,
Could I have the fries?
Yep, sure.
I'll take that one.
Renee went to the gala. That's why she's all decked out.
Oh?
Yeah. But she said it was a smashing bore.
Yeah, well, I left because Asa was there, and I didn't feel all that comfortable in his presence.
Well, he didn't cause a scene or anything, did he?
No, he, in reverse, he made a point of ignoring me. But let's enjoy this feast and forget about the party. Besides, I can imagine that your father might not be wild about my discussing my problems with Asa.
As a matter of fact, I've been thinking about calling you on that very subject.
Dad, let's not start to hassle Renee here. The charges were dropped against
I'm
her.
not going to hassle her. I want to apologize.
Apologize? To me?
Well, yeah, see, after Asa had the charges dropped, I continued the investigation anyway, and you might be interested in what I came up with.
Renee's not the only one. What'd you find out?
If you can manage to get my car free before midnight, I'll ask the sergeant to give you a tour of the academy. Never know where you'll find a good cop.
Rafe, listen. I have something I have to tell you, and I don't have a lot of time.
Well, I'll give you a ride. We can talk in the car, grab a cup of coffee.
No, listen, please. It's very important.
Well, if it's about your scene with Bo,
Yes,
I don't think I should...
It is, and Delilah. Now, it's going to sound a little crazy to you, but,
What's the matter?
don't give up hope. Rafe, Designs by Delilah is going to be a thriving business again someday very soon.
Captain, I hope you weren't inconvenienced. I'm terribly sorry you had to wait for your car.
It's no problem. Listen, you sure I can't give you a ride somewhere?
No, thanks. Listen, you're giving my love to Sammy. Okay?
Yeah, of course I will. Take care of yourself, all right?
That's the cold steel of an automatic revolver pressing into your beautiful back. One false move, one further attempt to betray us, and not only will you die, but so will your husband and your very good friend. Now get going. Walk casually, and remember that you have 3 lives held in your hand.
Try to check the sound panel. I know they're listening to us.
No, why? Huh? I've got no secrets. Hey! Hey, you hear me? I answered all your questions. You answer mine. What have you done with my wife?
Oh, listen, I'm as worried about Dee Dee as you are, but we've got to stay cool.
No, I've got to know that Dee Dee's okay, Delilah.
Of course she is. If they were going to hurt us, they would have done it already. No, I'm sure that they still need us for something.
Yeah, but she's been gone 1 day. How long does it take to ask questions? How long does it take to answer them? You know, Dee Dee. Maybe she tested him. Maybe she's giving him trouble.
Oh, I don't know, but we're driving ourselves crazy here. We've got to stop speculating, have a little bit of patience.
When Dee Dee comes back, she's going to give us answers to all these questions. Henry Goff should have returned by now.
Perhaps he's escorting Bo and Dee Dee to the motel.
Or perhaps Dee Dee has told Rafe that Bo and Delilah are being held prisoner and is leading them to the bomb shelter.
Elizabeth, calm down. Oh, hello. In the first place, Dee Dee has no idea where they're being held. And secondly, I can be quite sure she's not going to do anything to jeopardize the life of her husband.
She is a very determined young woman and desperate. We have no idea what she will do. Henry, go downstairs and call Alf. I want to be sure that Bo and Delilah are still being held in the bomb shelter.
Hello there. Still too late to join the party?
It's never too late for you, John. Why, without your help, I wouldn't even be having a party.
Yeah.
Not having second thoughts, are you?
Oh, I'm just sorry that Cassie was hurt, that's all. I still think I did the right thing.
Well, of course you did. Robert loves me. Cassie would have had to face that eventually. You just helped her face it sooner.
How are you and Rob getting along?
Oh, Robert and I have never been happier. I hope that you can find that happiness, too. Perhaps with Cassie.
No chance there. We're going to remain business partners.
Is that how you want it?
Yeah, that's how we want it. I'm lucky she ever speaks to me again.
Is she still pining over Robert?
No, I think she's getting over him.
I can't believe that guy.
Who?
John Russell.
Just try to forget about him, all right?
The way I feel about him bringing Joanna to Llanview, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, I know. But look, that's all in the past, and the best thing you can do for yourself right now is deal with the matters at hand. Now, what were you saying about Dee Dee?
Well, I just find it really hard that she would storm into a party and make a scene like that. Well, except I guess in trying to get Cassie back, I did my share of embarrassing and stupid things, too.
Yeah, there's something else that bothers me about her. You know, all I heard about her is how much she cares about family, right? I told her how much her family was worried about, that she should give him a call, and she didn't seem to care about that either way.
Yeah, well, her mind's on other things, like making up to Bo. Well, you know, I don't like the guy either, but obviously Dee Dee does.
You know, I heard all these great stories about Bo before he comes to town. Then I finally meet the man, and those stories just don't quite jive. Then I hear the same stories about Dee Dee, how great she is. She comes here tonight, and she pulls something like this. Rob, there is something strange going on here, something really weird.
All right, at least Dee Dee's back here alive. I'm glad for that.
And I wish I had more of a chance to talk to her. I could have asked her about those letters she sent to Pete, and I could have asked her why she keeps going around telling everybody that she and Bo were in Munich during Christmas, when we know damn well that Bo was locked in that dungeon at Wellesley Hall.
Maybe we were wrong about Bo and Wellesley Hall.
No way. All right, look, maybe you should talk to Joanna. Maybe you can find something more out about Wellesley Hall. Maybe you can find out what exactly Lord Henry's tie is to Elizabeth Sanders.
All right, give me a few minutes to put on my happy husband face, and I'll see what I can find out.
Oh, I see some friends of mine. I'm gonna go talk to them. I'll see you later. She's pretty, she's rich, and she's available.
Now, that's a sign of a very happily married woman trying to set up her friends.
Would you like her telephone number?
Guess who?
Never mind. I think you're in good hands. This scarf is so tight, it's giving me a headache.
You're very fortunate I arrived in time to interrupt your little conversation with the police captain. Otherwise, this would have been wrapped around your neck, my dear.
I was just doing my role. I thought I was doing a pretty good job, didn't you?
Well, we'll see.
So what are you going to do with me now? I hope we don't have to spend another night in this seedy motel room.
So you're beginning to appreciate your prison quarters, are you?
It's better than this dump. You know, I was so busy doing my thing at the party that I didn't really get a chance to eat anything, so, do you think you could go out and get me a sandwich or something? I'm starved.
Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to go out and leave you alone? Ah, Mr. Buchanan.
Mr. Fake Buchanan.
Garth, get back over the party. Make sure there weren't any slip-ups.
I was brilliant. I made a complete fool out of myself. Everybody bought it.
Yeah, well, make sure that Clinton Court bought it. Vicky, too. Then call back here and let me know when it's safe to bring her back.
Could I have something to eat?
Later. Now just get over there, sit down, and shut up. I don't want to hear you complaining or asking a bunch of stupid questions.
Dad, then you checked out the guy in Atlantic City who said he sold Renee the Dannerite?
Yes, I did. But then he disappeared. No trails, no clues, no nothing ever since he left Landview.
So now do you believe he was lying about selling her that drug?
Well, it's a distinct possibility.
Dad, it's more than a possibility. It's the truth. Now, if the cops had done a more thorough investigation, they could have nailed this guy before he skipped town.
Honey, you're right. All I can do now is offer my apologies.
It's all right, Herb. I'm not blaming you.
No, I do. Come on, Renee, how about how you were treated? I mean, there you are, lying in a hospital bed, being accused of something that she never even did. No one even bothered to protect her rights.
The system isn't perfect. I mean, you know, there's too much work, not enough manpower. These things happen, but I've got an APB out on the guy. We'll find him.
Yeah, unless he's being taken care of. He's being paid off by whoever paid him to lie about Renee in the first place. Okay, I have this theory. I think whoever paid this guy to lie about Renee also paid the guy in Atlantic City to make those calls to her. Now, that sounds reasonable, right?
You're pretty fired up about this. Why is that?
It's simple. Renee is a friend of mine. I want to see her name cleared.
You let my office and the police department take care of this. I don't want you getting any ideas about playing private eye on this one.
No. Dad, I have my own cases to worry about. I'm staying out of this.
I think that's a wise decision, honey. Do me a favor, stick to it.
I will. I just hope that you both find whoever's trying to drug Asa.
We'll do everything we can. You've got my word on that, all right?
All right. Well, thanks for bringing me over the burgers. I guess you guys should be going, huh?
Why do I get the feeling I'm being kicked out?
No, I'm sorry. Look, really, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I had a really long day.
Yeah, I can understand that, honey. Problem is, I'm just warming up. Renee, can I buy you a nightcap?
Oh, I'm sure she'd love that.
What? Well, don't put her on the spot.
No, I would enjoy having a nightcap with you.
You would? How lovely. Great.
Great. Look, I'll clean this up, and you guys go ahead and head on out there.
You take care of yourself, Puss.
I will, Puss.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, Cassie. Remember what I said, darling.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. You look a little tired out. Man step on your toes when you were dancing?
No, actually, he's a very good dancer. It's just he talks a blue streak.
Oh, and what exactly were you talking about?
Sports cars. I did not understand a word the guy said.
I thought maybe we were talking about maybe going out on some kind of date.
Well, actually, he's married to that beautiful brunette over there in the blue and silver gown.
Ah. Ooh, no wonder he asked you to dance. So you want to go upstairs? You want to dance with me a little bit, or you just feel like splitting?
Would you mind leaving?
Not if you come with me.
Let's do it. My feet are killing me.
Good. But I got a little surprise in mind. Why don't we go say goodbye to the hosts and thank them?
Oh, yeah? Just where are we going, Mr. Roberts?
Top secret. Trust me.
It is a total mystery to me. The Dee Dee I knew would never have behaved the way she did tonight.
Well, the beau I know wouldn't have behaved so badly either.
You know, they left almost an hour ago.
Darling, I seriously doubt they're coming back to the party, considering the state they're both in.
You don't think there's any chance they could patch things up, do you?
Honey, when they left for Europe, I think I would have bet my last dollar that they would celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. That's how much in love they were. I just don't understand what happened.
Yeah. Vicky, do you have a tissue? What? Did you, pick up smoking while I was gone?
Oh, no, these are Dee Dee's.
Dee Dee never smoked.
No, she never did smoke, but when we were out on the terrace earlier, she pulled out a pack of cigarettes and was going to light one up, and then she said no, she was going to quit. No time like the present, and I offered to take them and throw them away for her. I know I have tissues in here somewhere.
Oh,
Have a
wait.
look. Here's one. Honey, did I do wrong by not going after Dee Dee?
Vicky, if there is a way for Bo and Dee Dee to work out their problems, they will. If there isn't, there's nothing we can do about it. Now, I know how much you like happy endings, but I don't think this is one you should count on.
I'll see you back at later.
Tina?
Just a car backfired. Damn it! I told you, I warned you not to do something stupid like that.
You pig.
The next time you do anything like that, your husband, Delisle, they're both dead.
I'm bleeding. You could have knocked my teeth out.
I didn't hit you that hard. Get in there and clean yourself up. Leave that door open. Yeah? When? What do you say? All right. It's all right. Look, don't worry about it. All right. You can clean up your face later. We're getting out of here.
Are you taking me back to that prison?
I ought to take you down to the river and throw you in.
Why? I did everything the way we rehearsed it. I haven't caused you any trouble.
You really do love that bozo husband of yours, don't you?
You don't know the first thing about love.
Just shut up. Come on. Move it. You know, one of the happiest days of my life is when I never have to see you again. Come on. Move.
Cassie?
I hate to interrupt your party, but I need some answers, and I need them now.
What are you talking about?
Rob, you're pressuring me to drop the investigation I'm doing for Renee, which means you must know who set up Renee, and you must know who's drugging Asa. Otherwise, you wouldn't be pressuring me to lay off.
Cassie, this isn't exactly a great time for this conversation.
Rob, a man's life is at stake. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Now, Renee told me that Asa's mind is deteriorating rapidly, which means that he's still being drugged. We need to know any information you have so we can help him.
Cassie, I'll call you tomorrow. We'll set up a meeting.
No, I don't want to talk tomorrow. I want to talk now. I want to know how you got involved. I want to know everything.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you tomorrow.
No, you hang up now and I'm coming over there.
Don't you do that.
All right, then you better start talking, mister.
All right, look, I'll come over to your place. I'll leave right now. Don't you move.
You're here in half an hour or I'm crashing your party.
I'm on my way.
I'm really sorry that you had to leave so soon.
Well, it was a lovely party, but unfortunately our days at the Banner begin very early now because of the explosion.
I was distressed to hear about your misfortune. I trust your fine paper will be back on the newsstands very soon.
We certainly hope so.
Any idea what caused the explosion?
No, nothing's turned up yet.
Well, thank you again for coming. I hope we can see you soon. Now, if you just excuse me.
Yes, good night. Victoria's promised me a tour of the TV station. I'm very anxious to take that tour when you have some free time.
Robert, where on earth are you going?
I need some fresh air.
We have a whole house full of guests. You can't just walk out on them.
Joanna, you can take care of our guests for 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go for a ride. I've got a splitting headache and I need some fresh air, so I'll see you later.
I'd also like to talk a little bit about some of my new ideas.
Not another fantasy, I hope.
You don't like that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, come on. I know you're really upset about the Antony and Cleopatra. That was a mess. But this time I've thought it out very carefully. And it's going to be the most exciting night.
Melinda, why can't we just have a nice, quiet, normal relationship like other people for a while, huh?
Well, sure. I mean, if that's what you really want.
Well, I mean, at least I'd be able to make it to work the next day.
All right. I'll take that into consideration. It's just such a shame, though, because this idea was really special.
All right, I'll bite. What's so special?
Well, as you know, I went to Atlanta to interview the people that are writing the sequel for Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, so?
So it just sort of got me thinking, and just imagine Atlanta burning in the background.
I got here as soon as I could.
Thanks. So tell me, who set Renee up and who was drugging Asa, and tell me why.
Who's pressuring you to find out, Renee?
No, as a matter of fact, she came here earlier and fired me.
Good for her.
That doesn't stop me. Look, just because I'm not getting paid, I am staying with this case.
What is the point of pursuing it?
Rob, don't you care at all about what happens to Asa?
Yes, but it's not your problem, Cassie.
I can't just stand back and pretend that there's nothing wrong. I'm not like that, and you know that about me. Now, I've got some bits and pieces of information, some theories of my own. I thought maybe if you told me what was going on with you, we could get together on this and solve this thing.
Stay out of it, Cassie.
You had no intention of discussing this with me, did you?
No.
So why'd you bother coming over? Were you afraid that I'd go to your party and make a scene? Perhaps upset your new bride?
It's all yours,
I'm so happy to see you guys.
What the hell happened to you? Huh?
Bo.
Hey, come here, creep.
Bo.
I never laid a finger on her.
He's telling the truth. I fell down. I'm fine.
Oh, we were so afraid we'd never see you again.
The same fear a couple of times myself.
Who did this to you, huh? Where'd they take you? What'd they want, huh?
Bo, please let her just sit down and catch your breath. So are you guys all right?
Well, yeah, the guard told us that as long as you behaved yourself, then they wouldn't hurt us. But what did he mean by that? Where have you been?
Okay. They took me to a motel, and then they took me to a party. I know a lot more about what's been going on here, okay? As a matter of fact, I pretty much got it all figured out.
Delilah, you want to do the honors?
Yeah. It's all.
Okay, Dee, tell me. Listen, tell me everything you found out.
horrid. This is a perfect antidote to a noisy party, that's for sure.
Well, that's assuming that the wild dogs are still asleep.
Think we ought to lock the door just in case?
No, I think we're gonna be all right.
Oh, this is wonderful. I can see why Vicky loves this place so much.
I don't know my favorite part? You wake up about 6 o'clock in the morning and you get this mug of hot coffee and you go out on a deck and you watch the sunrise and you take your bare feet, you put them up on the rail and you watch all these birds and animals run around and you just smell all the clean, fresh air.
You really are a country boy, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, do you like city slickers by any
No,
chance?
I do not. I stay as far away from city slickers as I possibly can.
Good. So what do you think about your little surprise?
It is definitely a surprise. And I like it very much. You know, after the last time we tried to make it up here, I didn't know if I was ever going to see this place.
I told you I was going to bring you back here.
I know. I just thought you were way into your spy stuff.
Well, you know, even spies like us, we need to take a break every now and then.
You know, every time I think I have you figured out, I realize how wrong I am.
Good. Keep you on your toes. That way you'll never take me for granted.
Sweetheart, I will never take you for granted.
Good. Looks like you're full of surprises yourself. Maybe that's why we make such a good team.
Is that what we are now? A team? Sort of like the guys you used to hang out with in high school?
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you've looked in the mirror lately, but you sure don't look like any of the good old boys I used to hang out with. In fact, I think if you looked in the mirror right now, you'd see about one of the most beautiful women in the whole world.
Bo? Bo? Bo?
I'm here because I'm concerned about you.
You're a little late for that, Rob.
You're treading on very dangerous ground.
If you are so concerned about me, then why don't you share with me some of this information?
Will you trust me, please?
Trust you? That is the laugh of the century.
Look, you have every reason to be angry, but don't let that get in the way of your safety.
Now, you keep using these words like safety and dangerous, but you haven't given me one single bit of evidence or proof. I still don't even know how you got involved in this whole thing.
Damn it, you are still the most stubborn woman I have ever met. Now, for once in your life, why can't you just take some advice, back off, and save yourself a lot of grief?
As I recall, the last person whose advice I took was when Joanna came here and warned me about her engagement to you. Now, you told me to forget about it, and that everything would be okay.
All right. That was my mistake, and I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt you, Cassie, and I don't want to see you hurt now. So drop the investigation. Find something else to do.
Oh, and in no time, I should just forget about the whole thing, right? Just like I forgot about you.
I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. Someday you'll understand and forgive me for keeping you in the dark.
No, I don't want to understand one day. I want you to tell me right now what's going on
I
tonight.
just can't explain. Now, one day you will understand. And I pray every night it won't be too late for us.
What?
It's a little dimple right here in your shoulder. It's been driving me crazy ever since I noticed it.
You should have said something sooner. You know, I want to please you. I have thought about this minute so many times in my mind. It's better than I ever imagined.
You are a very gentle and beautiful woman. And I would surely like to make love to you right now. But I can't, not here, not now.
It seems like the perfect place to me.
I know. But you see, making love is, it's a beginning. It means you spend time with another person. It means you make room in your life for this other person. It's a commitment.
Cord, I don't expect you to marry me.
I know. I'm not in a position to give you everything you deserve in that respect. My life is a real mess right now, and there's some things I need to straighten out and resolve before I can give you all those things. I don't want to hurt you.
Suppose I say I'm willing to do...
Don't. Because I need to be fair to you. All right? Now, there are some things I need to take care of, and I will. I just don't know how long that's gonna take, and I don't know when it's gonna be.
I understand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, if this is meant to be, it's gonna happen when it's right for both of us. I want this to be perfect.
You know, you are one very special woman.
And you're just partial to dimples.
Yeah, that too.
So when he introduced himself as Lord Henry Layton, I felt so much hatred for this man. It took all of my control not to blurt the truth out to everybody right then and there. But I knew that they would kill you two before anybody could find you or rescue you. Even if anybody did believe my story.
How's Rafe?
He hasn't given up on you, Delilah. He loves you. He's hoping to find you. I gave him lots of hints, like I was wearing this dress because it made me feel close to you. I told him not to give up hope, to keep on looking for you.
Did he pick up on any of these hints?
I don't think so. He sort of looked at me like I had lost my marbles. My only chance to warn him was out in the parking lot when I ran out, and then Garth showed up and ended that.
Didn't you get a chance to be alone with anyone?
Well, Vicky, out on the terrace when I gave her the cigarettes and the matchbook.
Did she see the message that you left inside the matchbook cover?
No. And unless she does, or somebody figures out the message I left on the hand towel in the motel, I know they're long shots. I did a terrific job. I've got everybody convinced that I'm just like hopelessly upset because Bo won't let me back in his life.
How does this guy keep living with them day after day and just keep fooling them?
Bo, he looks and sounds exactly like you.
Who is this guy?
I have no idea.
What do these people want?
Well, it's obvious that it's something big to go to this much trouble.
They were very careful not to say anything around me that would give them away, but I did figure out where we are.
Well, we have to be close to Landview if all of our friends were at this party.
Right. Now, when they took me in the car to take me to the motel, they had a blindfold on me. But we passed a greenhouse because I smelled the flowers. Then when Garth took me to the party, he pulled up alongside the house, and before they took the blindfold off, I smelled the same flowers. Then he took the blindfold off, and I saw the greenhouse as we were walking to the front door.
Wait a minute. You're saying that we're at Rob's and his wife's house?
Or some sort of sub-basement underneath the house, or close to it.
Well, we're so close to being rescued then.
Delilah, we might as well be in England. Who's going to come looking for us now? I'm sorry. I should have done better.
No, hey, darling, you did great. You know, and one of your long shots is going to pay off, too. Just has to.
Is
that blood? What? Oh, it's lipstick. What? Bo is a fake? Oh, Dee Dee, that's really way out. What has happened to you? I don't know how a nice guy like Bo could ever get involved with you. Oh, wait a minute. Bo is a fake, Lord? Oh, that does it. Now she's trying to say I'm a fake, too. You have really gone too far this time, Dee Dee. I mean it.